Okay guys, so as most of you know, a few days ago I did the long-awaited rematch of the Tatula SV versus its arch rival, the SHIMANO Curado 70, throwing the true 1/8 ounce minnow. And if you stuck around towards the end of that video, you'll know that I also went ahead and threw in their bigger brothers, the Tatula CT Type R and the Curado 200K, throwing the true 1/8 ounce minnow. So for anyone who owns these two reels, the thought probably never even crossed your mind to throw a lure this small with either of these reels, particularly this Curado K with its huge line capacity. So why am I putting these two reels through this test? Well, the first answer is it's a part of my standardized testing system that I devised to see which reels have the best casting range. And also, I think that most people who watch YouTube fishing videos and tackle reviews are on a budget. So I'm assuming that you have maybe, 2 or 3 reels tops. And when I go fishing, I personally never bring more than 3 combos. It's usually 2. And basically, you'd want to be able to throw pretty much anything for any given situation with the reels that you have. So if you need to downsize and throw something small and finesse, you kind of want to know whether your reel can do it. So with that being said, let's get to the casting footage. Okay guys, so up next we have the Tatula CT Type R. I have spool tension set to just minimize the side-to-side play. And I have the external brake on 8. And of course we are doing the 1/8 ounce minnow. So let's go. Okay guys, so up next we have the Curado K. I have all 4 brakes turned on inside, and surprisingly I have the external dial set to 1.5, so between 1 and 2. Spool tension set to just minimize the side-to-side play. And of course we have the 1/8 ounce minnow. So let's go. Okay guys, so we had some really eye-opening results with this test. But before we get into those, I just want to remind you guys and any new viewers that the Tatula CT Type R has a 1 gram lighter spool than the Curado K before you even fill them up with line. And that advantage jumps to 3 grams when you fill them up with line, seeing as the Curado K has a much bigger line capacity. So with that being said, comes as no surprise that the Tatula CT Type R takes the victory easily in this contest with an average of 76.4 feet, almost equaling the Curado 70 and actually beating its finesse oriented little brother, the Tatula SV. So that was the first surprise. And the second surprise was that the Curado K actually beat the SV as well with an average of 72.4 feet. So the second surprise was that how well the Curado K handled that lure, but to be fair, it did not handle it as easy as these other three, especially the SV. The SV handled that lure a lot easier than the K. In fact, the K, the spool was so heavy that it affected the trajectory of the lure. It would always go off to the left. So I had to kind of adjust my casting release point to get it to go straight. And I think I got really good distances this time around versus the $99 Baitcaster Shootout version of this test, because I swapped places, and as you can see, there was a tree directly in front of me, and it was a lot easier to cast for distance aiming for that tree. So that being said, the Tatula Type R unfortunately is discontinued. Now, there's plenty of them still online available for sale. These are on sale at Tackle Warehouse. So if you've been on the fence about picking one of these up, I'd go ahead and get one before they're gone, because this just reinforces my belief that this Tatula is the best performing Tatula so far. And if you have the appropriate rod, you can cast a 1/8 ounce minnow at least 25 yards. So if you like to creek fish and you fish a river or creek that's about 25 yards across, then pretty much any of these reels will do the job for you. Now that being said, I hope that DAIWA comes up with a Type R version of this reel. I hope this is not the true replacement for the Type R, because it's got a much heavier spool, but who knows what the future holds. So in the arch rivals battle between the mighty Curado K and the DAIWA Tatula CT Type R, Tatula takes a 2-to-1 lead. It wins this test. It won the Senko battle, while the Curado K won the lipless crank battle. Alright, looks like the fanboys got their revenge with this video, and I'm sure I'll hear about it in the comment section. Alright guys, thanks a lot.